But before I get into all these comic books dropping, there's something I have to say. I have a link in my description. If anyone out there buys anything on eBay, whether it's a comic book or it's tires for your car, doesn't matter. Use my link in my description. It helps give me a little kickback. It just helps out this channel so I can buy more lighting, more podcasting type stuff for the channel. Just click the link. It'll bring you to the comic books, but you don't have to buy comic books. You can just buy whatever you want. But yes, so let's get right into it. The first book we have up is Amazing Spider-Man number 50. This is the first appearance of the Kingpin. A 3.0 is down 22% from 1,025 back in January to now selling for 800. A 5.5 down 39% from 2060 at a high in January for now selling for 1263, and an 8.0 went from 4,900 at a high in August to now selling for 3760. That is down 23%. You can see the graph up there. Typical comic boom stuff. So yeah, what's going on here? Typical comic book. Got a big boost from the comic boom, but has since dropped. Also got a little boost because the Kingpin was in the Hawkeye TV show. So that's saying, hey, this Kingpin has been brought over into the MCU. So got a little boost there. Also a boost with, Spider-Man movie and all that kind of stuff going on. But yes, it has since been cooling off. But this is a Silver Age key. The Kingpin, huge villain in the MCU and in the comic book universe. So I can't imagine this. I would imagine this dropping a little bit more just because the hype is dying out a little bit, but it's going to go right back up. Next, we got X Factor number 6 is the first appearance of Apocalypse. A 9.4 is down 49% from $195 back in February, now selling for $100. A 9.6 is down 46% from 304 to 163, and a 9.8 is down 50% from a high in January of 775 to now currently selling for 385. So yes, this book got a lot of hype many years ago because, the Apocalypse movie, but it didn't do too well in the box office. A lot of people was like, eh. And then obviously the comic boom came and boosted it up again, but it's been dropping since. Now, Apocalypse is a big character in, versus the X-Men, obviously. But as far as seeing him in any other movies kind of things, he's already been done before. I don't see them going that route. So I imagine this book will continue to drop, but he's still a big character, so it's not going to drop forever. And then when it does kind of hit that bottom, it's not going to have a massive spike when it, all of a sudden, it's bottomed out and shoots right back up. It's not going to do that. So it's just going to kind of teeter along for a while. But overall, once it hits the bottom, you can see probably a safe, minuscule return for the next coming years until something happens with him. All right, next we got Hulk number 340. This is a Todd McFarlane cover. A 9.4 is down 51% from 570 to 280. A 9.6 is down 51% as well from 860 to 425. And a 9.8 had a peak in May for 2,400. Now recent sell of 1267. That is down 47%. You look at the graph, you can see typical comic boom stuff. So yes, comic boom shot this book way high. Obviously, anything Wolverine just got shot to the moon, right? So you got your Hulk 181. Then your next tier down would be, your Hulk 180. Then the next tier after that would probably be in the range of, Wolverine Limited, Hulk 182, and then obviously this Hulk cover of 340. People love this cover. It's been homaged a bazillion times. Personally, I remember getting this book when I was a kid. I didn't get it new when I was a kid, but when I got this book, I never really liked it as much as everyone else did because I like the Hulk, and Hulk can barely be seen in it, just on the reflection of the claws. But as I gotten older, I appreciate it a lot more. But this book, it's kind of flatlined a little bit. So it kind of like went like this. It went up, shot way down, and then it kind of flatlined a little bit, and then shot down a little more. If I had to guess on it, I could see this dropping by another 10% or so, but I don't see it dropping too much longer because eventually there's going to be some news with Wolverine, the MCU. It could be in Doctor Strange too. Could be. And that's going to spike this book again, and then it'll just go to new heights after that. So I wouldn't sleep on this book too much longer if you're looking to pick it up because this is a very good cover. People love this book. I don't imagine it dropping too much more. Next, we got Rick and Morty, the Justin Roiland variant. A 9.4 is down 34% from 1300 to 857. A 9.6 is down 46% from 1850 to 998. And a 9.8 is down 53% from a high back in 2017 for $5,000. Now one sells for $23.50. So this book was obviously really popular because of the show. The show has waned in popularity recently. I think that was a couple of reasons. I love the show personally. It's like one of my favorite shows. I think because it takes so long for them to finish a season. And then when the season comes out, it's like, here's 5 episodes. It's like, come on. It's like, it takes so long. I don't know if that's because it's kind of like on the back burner for the people making it, or if they just want to bring out the best of the best, and this is all they can come up with. I don't know what's going on over there. And it just takes so long, and that really hurts the hype of it because people are like, oh, so excited. And then it's like, okay, when's the next season coming out? Oh, I don't know, year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, who knows? So that's kind of the problem with this one. Obviously, the hype of Rick and Morty has died since then. Will this book bounce back? Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. It's so hard to tell because for all I know is they could literally just stop making the show today. I mean, they haven't made, I don't know, in the last year or two since the last episode came out. So they could just not make another one. Could be. All right, next we got the biggest drop of all, Seven to Eternity #1. A 9.4 down 56% from $77 to $34. A 9.6 down 57% from $115 to $50. A 9.8 back in 2016 peaked at $295, now selling for $40, down 86%. And you can look at that graph. It's pretty much this peak, then steadily just declining over time. I remember seeing this book like everywhere, and now I never see it at all. Just no one cares. There's no hype for it anymore. I tell you the truth, I know literally nothing about this book other than I would see it all the time, and now I don't really see it anymore. That's kind of common with most modern books, and that's just how it is. They are here today, gone tomorrow, kind of thing. So I couldn't tell you if anything is going to ever happen with this book. I don't even know if they're still making new issue numbers. Couldn't tell you. This book is just another one in the massive slew of modern books that come out these days that just don't really go anywhere. And that's just the thing that sucks. And that's what people are just going to have to get used to. Unless something happens with this book where, there's some like movie or TV show, but even then that doesn't really do much. Like I've mentioned like Sixth Gun before. There's Lock and Key that actually did get made. Where's that book today? I mean, yeah, it's going to give it a little bit of boost. You know what's crazy? I watched The Mask the other day, and I'm like, that comic book it's not like that's like uber expensive. And that was a massive hit. So, as I said, is what it is. A movie and TV show can only push a book so far. After that, it really needs to connect with the general public. That's why stuff like Spider-Man, Superman, and Batman always are very expensive because everyone knows about this book. No one really knows about the book. I mean, I'm in the comic industry and I know I've seen it before, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. So it just doesn't really hit with a lot of people. So that's why this book is down to basically a 9.8 you can get for $40. $40. That is case cost. That's what I always call case cost. Case cost to me is like $50 because you got insurance and shipping there, insurance shipping back, and then you got the cost to actually case it, and then you're hoping it comes back at 9.8. And so $50 is basically the bare minimum for a book. That's case. That's how I see it anyways. So, and on top of that, you got to wait like 6 to 9 months to get it back because it's a modern. So yeah. But at the end of these videos, I always like to give an update on a previous book I've done before. So let's look at the update before I do. If you like this kind of stuff, please think about subscribing. Helps out the channel. And if you are subscribed or you haven't subscribed already, hit that like button down below. And if you do, I will do nothing. That's what I'll do. I won't give you anything for it. You'll do it out of the kindness of your heart. That's why the like button is a heart. All right, so the update, we got The Dark Knight Returns #1. A 9.2 is up 5% from back in February for on average selling for 218, now averaging 228. A 9.6 now up 6% from a 316 to 334, and a 9.8 is up just a tiny bit, 1% from 1421 on average to 1442. So yes, this is slowly coming back. I guess not really. I think it's just kind of be like I predicted from the beginning of the year. This is how I see most of the year for comics in general. Just like you have your up months, you have your down months. You have your up months and down months. Not really going up, not really going down. A lot of people think there's going to be a crash, a correction. Not really. I don't think so. I think some books that peaked are obviously going down, but I think the general is just going to be like kind of like this. That's where this book is falling into. Next month, it could probably on average be down a little bit. I don't know if it's really, going back up, so to speak. All right, that is it. Have a great weekend.